Hello people and welcome to our gentle session. I hope you have a cushion handy just for a little bit of neck and knee support if you need it. And please remember to listen to your bodies. I know some of you are brand new to the platform. For those of you I haven't met, my name is Robin and I'll be taking care of you today. Okay, let's firstly find our perfect postures. I want your feet, knees and hips all in one straight line with soft knees. Tuck your tailbone down and take this moment to connect into your center. Draw your shoulder blades together, lift your chin to center line, and let's take 2 breaths as you inhale through your nose, lifting your arms. Take a strong exhale through your mouth. Again, let's go deep core breath in. And exhale, we go into our spinal roll. Connect your belly. Take your time rolling down. Stop in the second you feel any tightness in the lower back or in those legs. Take a deep, strong core breath and let's stack the vertebra. Slowly rolling it up, lifting back to neutral spine. Again, inhale, exhale, tuck into, roll it down. Listening to your back and your body, taking note where and if you are feeling stiff in certain places. Last one, deep breath. Exhale, stay down at your maximum and let's warm up these legs as you inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, stretch it up. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch, and 3. And stretch, breathing 4. And stretch, keep going for 5. And stretch, breathe 6. And stretch 2 more, breathe 7. And 1 more, deep breath 8. Slowly rolling your body up. Turn your palms to face forward, connect the body here and into your side bend. Make sure that belly is tight. Always protecting that lower back as you move. Let's go for 2. Inhale, breathe out side, and 2 more each way. And center, breathe out side. And adding your reach up and over, lengthen through your fingertips, create that space between the ribs, gentle pulse, 5 and 4 and 3, breathe 2 and 1, let's reach up and over, pulse, and 2 and 3, breathe 4 and 5, coming back, anchor your shoulders down, turn your head to the side, and let's warm up this neck very gently, taking it side to side. As you do this move, you want to be cautious with the shoulders not lifting, they become your anchor. And we just want to get rid of any tension we may build up in our neck from our phones, computers, steering wheels, TV. Lovely. Give me 1 more each way, always working slowly and smoothly with your neck and spine. Back into your tuck and roll down. Make sure those bellies are tight. Protect the lower spine. We bend in the knees again. Exhale, big stretch. Inhale, bend. Exhale, stretch. Keep going for 3. Breathe out to stretch. Inhale, 4. And stretch 2 more, 5. And stretch 1 more, breathe 6. And hold it there. Take a moment to just feel that stretch in your legs, your calves, your hamstrings. Hello, body. Soften your knees, connect your core, stack your vertebra up. And I want you to place light fingertips onto your shoulders. Elbows are going to lift slightly, connect your shoulder blades together, center your chin, hips stay still, and let's see what our middle spine's doing on the rotation, watching the pelvis does a move. Inhale, come back to center. Other way, breathe out as you rotate. Now, as you do this move, I want you to watch your hips for me. Don't let them come forward. Let your hips become the anchor so that you support the lower back whenever you are rotating your spine, not letting that over-rotation move to happen. As you rotate, zip in that belly so you constantly have that core connection. Exhale, rotate. Lovely. On this next one, we're going to stay there and anchor in this position. Don't let those hips move. Give me a pulse for 10. 9, keep it gentle. 8, stay in a range that feels good for that back. And 6. And 5, breathe out 4. Exhale 3, breathe out 2. And last time 1, bring it back. Other way, let's pulse it out. 10. and 9. Breathe, 8 and 7. Deep breath, 6 and 5. Exhale, 4. Breathe out, 3 and 2. Last time for 1. Come back down. I want you to turn to face the side. And we're going to get straight into our standing stability work. Working with bent knees. I want you to connect your shoulder blades together. Watch that chin doesn't tuck. And from here, you're going to lift that front foot up onto the tip of the toes. We take a deep breath and I want you to move into your forward tilt. We're going to float our arms up, stopping with those arms and ears in line, and stop for a second. Have a look at your standing leg. Make sure there is not too much pressure on that knee. You want to pull that body weight back slightly and find that balance. Squeeze your thighs, your bum, your belly. Now slowly bringing your body upright, all the way in between. Let's go. Breathe out. We're going to pull our hips back. You gliding your foot back, bringing your awareness into alignment of your hips, your lower back. Check your shoulders are not shrugging. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. And slowly coming back. So yeah, I want you to feel that power in your standing leg. We are strengthening your ankle, your knee and your hip joints. And slowly coming back. 4. And the stronger and stronger we get when we start to progress up in the levels, you're going to start hovering that leg. For now, we use it for balance. And slowly coming back. Making sure you are not straining in that knee. Keeping that body weight off that kneecap. Hold. Slowly bring it back. Deep breath. As you lower, you want to feel the bellies tighten up. Be strict. Make sure those shoulders are not starting to shrug. Even if the arms have to stay a little lower, that's totally fine. 2 more. Breathe out. I want you grounding that standing foot into the floor. And let's come back. Last one. Deep breath. Exhale, forward tilt. Now you can either stay in that position if you're up for a challenge, hover that foot in the air, and give me 5 deep breaths, standing like a statue. 4, inhale through nose, exhale through mouth. 3, breathe out for 2. Try not to let that standing knee wobble. And breathe for 1. Slowly bring it back and hello, standing leg. Take a note where you feel that burn. It's going to zone the tighter or the weaker stabilizing muscles around your ankle, your knee, and your hip. So wherever you're feeling that activation, it's telling you where your body holds onto that tightness. All right, shall we do the other side? So soften your knees, hovering that back foot up on the tiptoes. Always get into the habit of connecting your shoulder blades, beautiful posture lines. And let's go. Pulling your hips back, sliding that foot back and reaching forward. And every session, you want to feel yourself improving in your balance, in your stability. You working those real tiny muscles around each joint, around the ankle joint, the knee joint, those hips. And this strength is pivotal for injury prevention. So there's a reason behind doing these moves. As you tilt forward, you want to condition those core muscles to activate, tighten the rib cage, the belly, and come back. On this 4th rep, take note of your shoulders and your neck. Make sure you're not tensing, not allowing those shoulders to shrug up. Pull them down and come back for 4 more. Be really strict on that kneecap. Make sure your weight is not forward, it's pulling back. And let's return for 3. Exhale, pull those hips back. Tilt it forward, squeeze your thighs, your bum, your hamstrings. It's a full body exercise. Let's go for your 2. No wobble of that standing ankle or knee. Now this is it. Deep breath. Exhale, your choice to either keep your toes on the ground. If you want that challenge, lift that back leg. Hold for 5. Holding 4, find your center. Hold for 3, inhale through nose, exhale through mouth, breathe 2. Deep breath for 1. Yes, amazing. And hello legs. Now turning to face me. Today we're turning toes and knees out. I want your feet a little bit wider so the knees don't go over toes. And give me this awesome activation here. Don't let those shoulders roll forward and no popping up. Lengthening your neck. And this is just strengthening those upper back muscles we want and need to prevent that round shoulder look. From here, we're going to breathe out. Bending your knees. I want you pulling your knees backwards. No rolling forward. Tuck your tailbone down. Tightening that belly and hold. Take a deep breath. Squeezing your outer thighs. Squeeze your bum, tightening in the core. I love this because we have a dual benefit. We are opening up our hip flexors, getting rid of that sitting tension that we tend to build up. And we are strengthening our hip and lower back stabilizers, your bum, the outer thighs, those ITBs. We breathe as you lower. Show me that core while keeping that tailbone tucked down, not letting that back arch. And squeeze as we lift. Listening to your knees here, not letting them go too deep that you are hurting your knees. Not letting your feet and knees roll forward. Always being strict with how you are moving. Let's do 2 more. Breathe as you lower, and the stronger and stronger you get, the deeper you go. And let's lift. This is it. 1 more. Now, guys, we're going to get down, and we're going to hold it here. Give me 5 strong breaths. Do not let go of that bum. If I had to poke it, it should be rock hard like those floorboards. 4, don't let those knees roll. Breathe in. 3, check where your chin, neck, and shoulders are. Breathe in. 2, I'm hoping you feel some work happening. Exhale for 1. Slowly come back up and relax. Amazing. Please join me on your mat. If your knees need a bit of support, you can grab hold of that cushion and place it underneath you. Or if you are working on a towel, roll it over or fold it over and give yourself a bit more support. And from here, we want to place hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and get yourself conditioned to automatically tilt the pubic bone to belly. Glide your shoulder blades down the back, lengthen your neck. Yes, Joey, for those of you who don't know him, he's my form inspector, making sure I'm on form for you. Let's get our backs feeling mobile. We breathe out as you push the mat away. We curl into our upper spine, tucking chin to chest. And I want your belly super tight in this position. As we slowly release, you want to watch that your elbows are staying still. We're not bending and stretching. Open up your collarbones, the front of the neck. Make sure you're not collapsed in this position. There is always a sense of core. Again, we breathe out as we curl. I want you to feel how the shoulder blades peel apart from each other. And inhale, gently releasing through. We aiming to mobilize every vertebra while connecting your core. 2 more, breathe. I love using this exercise as self-assessment. Take note. If and where the back or the neck is feeling a little bit tight, a little bit niggly, a little bit sore, this is where we gauge and feel. 1 more, breathe out as we tuck and curl. We working into the pelvic floor, your belly is tight. And slowly moving into your release. And bring your body into your flat neck and spine position. Your belly should be tight, shoulders away from ears. Please tilt your hips to the side and we look to the back and hold. Inhale, come back to center. On the side bend, you want to get a stretch down the lower side area of that back. Our sitting tension tends to build there. Breathe out as we side bend, and every person has a different range for this. So you might need to keep it a little bit smaller. Keep tilting those hips up. Some bodies need to go a little bit deeper and in a bigger range. So listen to your body and go where your body is feeling that delicious stretch. Breathe out, side tilt. And if you've been sitting for a long time and your back's not feeling great, remember this. I always say use this as your body medicine fix. We keep building our own library. I want you to stay here for 3. Feel that stretch. 2, some of you might be feeling your neck or hip getting a stretch. 1. And let's draw it back, other way. Sinking into the hips and hold. 3. Yes, and 2. Breathing for 1. Excellent. Draw it back. Bring your toes together for me. Lower the bum. Make sure your bum's as low as possible on your heels, and let's walk these fingertips forward and stretch out your shoulders and back. With each session, you want to feel yourself being able to sit further down. Those hips are getting more mobile. You want to feel your hands reaching further forward. We create space between the vertebrae. And this is the kind of stretch that gets you feeling 20 feet taller. Yes. Take another deep core breath here. I want you to walk both hands one side and feel that stretch down the side of the body. Holding 3, holding 2, holding 1, and other way. Let's walk and hold for 3, holding 2, hold for 1. Excellent. Come back to center. Taking your time to slowly roll it up 1 vertebra at a time. Good. And please join me lying on your backs. I want you to place that cushion between your thighs purely for placement. I want you to be strict. I want your feet directly under your knees and hip bones in line, and have a quick look at your toes. Make sure they are strictly forward. Often our feet are the cheaters and they want to roll out or turn out or in. So I want you finishing the session today feeling aligned. Now bring a bit of awareness into your lower back, where we find our neutral lower back with a little gap between lower back and floor. Be cautious. Some of us have a very arched spine, and that might feel comfortable for you, but I want you to be aware. We don't want to hyper arch. You just want to have an activation around the corset of the body. I want you to place your hands on your ribs, and we just take a moment to master our Pilates breath. Jaw, neck, and shoulders are on a retreat somewhere, totally relaxed. Let's go. Take a strong inhale through your nose. And I want you to feel your ribs expand and fill those lungs up. We exhale through your mouth, and as you breathe out, I want your fingertips coming together as you actively close the rib cage. Feel your intercostal muscles activate and connect. Let's go again. Taking a deep core breath through your nose. Fill your lungs. Ribs are going to expand. I want a deep, active exhale through your mouth as the fingertips come together. You're getting your intercostal muscles to work here. On this next rep, make sure your shoulders are not having FOMO. So deep breath in. Those shoulders are staying pulled back and relaxed. As you exhale through your mouth, you're breathing out all that stale air out of the lungs without letting the shoulders roll forward. Good. Slide your hands over your belly button. As you take a deep breath in, I want you to feel your belly soften. Those abs are completely relaxed. Give me that deep exhale through your mouth, and I want you to feel your abs tighten and flatten without pushing your back into the ground. Teach yourself how to activate your core without using your lower back. Let's try that again. Deep breath in, feel your belly soften. Your abs are completely relaxed so that the ribs can expand. Give me a deep exhale through your mouth. You're feeling the ribs close, that belly flatten and tighten. Last one, take a deep core breath. The ribs expand, lungs full, belly's relaxed. Exhale through your mouth, feel the ribs close, feel that belly flatten and activate. And our most important step, if there's one thing you take away from Pilates, I hope it is this step. Place your hands in front of your hip bones. For those of you who are still absolute beginners to Pilates, or if you don't remember this step, give me a cough and have a little bit of oomph. Remember, you're at home. You don't need to be shy. And those muscles that are popping up and down are your transverse abdominis, those TAs. If there's one gift we can give ourselves is getting these TAs totally strong, because they create the foundation of core, the seat of the body, supporting your back, your pelvis, your shoulders, your knees, the whole spiel. So in our breath, on the inhale, you want to relax those transverse muscles. And as you exhale through your mouth, try and get them to trigger without moving the back, without squeezing the bum. If you have no idea what I'm on about, just give a cough Feel those muscles popping up. Take a deep breath in. And those of you who have been doing this for a while, I'm hoping that awareness is improving week to week. You're noticing if the right and left side is working the same way. Often we have an imbalance. 2 more. Take a deep breath in. Feel those transverse relax. And exhale through your mouth. Get them to trigger. Check your back. Check your bum. No, we're compensating. 1 more. Take a deep breath in. Feel them relax. And exhale to trigger. Let's put the 3 steps together. Inhale, fill your lungs, relax belly and abs. Exhale, thinking ribs, thinking belly, thinking transverse. Let's do 1 more. Take a strong inhale, fill your lungs up. Exhale, ribs, belly and transverse. And that is your Pilates breath that I'm hoping becomes natural. Let's get your body moving. Anchor your arms in a low V with palms facing up. Get your body conditioned to connect shoulder blades into the floor. And give me that strong breath again. Feel your lungs full. On the exhale, I want to flatten your back. Squeeze into that cushion. Let's squeeze the bum and tilt your pelvis up. And stop for a second. Look at your hips and make sure you are not tilting. Make sure you are not going too high that it strains in the lower back. Take a deep core breath in. And on the exhale, take your time, melting through every part of your spine, all the way back to neutral, releasing that cushion. Let's go again. We imprint, exhale as you lift. And every session you'll notice we do this exercise. And I want you gauging your progression, being able to go a little bit higher without straining the lower back, applying the correct muscles. The point of this exercise is to teach the body to trigger those transfers as you lift. That is what's responsible for keeping your hips in line. Teaching your hamstrings, bum, thighs, and belly to work all at the same time. And not just relying on the lower back to power this move. You know, I love this type of work because we are strengthening as we lift up. But we are also mobilizing as we come down. That is what I call multitasking. Yes, hello, love it. 3 more. Let's squeeze and lift and working with that cushion, squeezing into it. We're also waking up our inner thighs. And let's slowly come down, noticing that back feeling loose and loose on every rep. Breathe out as we squeeze and lift. Staying really strict with your hips, not letting them tilt to the side. Now I want you to stay at your body's maximum. Being mindful that I don't want you feeling only back. I want you feeling bum, hamstrings, inner thighs. Poke those TAs, they should be rock hard. Let's stay here as you release the cushion slightly. Give me a deep exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze that cushion for 3. Exhale, squeeze, hello, inner thighs, 4. Exhale, squeeze, inhale, 5. Exhale, squeeze, inhale, 6. Every time, checking TA's trigger, 7. And squeeze, inhale, 8. And squeeze, inhale, 9. Now, if your body's tired, your back is sore after 10, come down and rest. If you can, do a little more with me. Keep that squeeze of that cushion. Your bum lowers slightly. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. If your lower back shouting at you, drop that bum. It doesn't have to be high. Inhale, 4. Exhale, squeeze. Remember, you want to release. And as you lift, trigger TAs and bum. And 5 more. And squeeze. Inhale, 4. Exhale, squeeze. I'm hoping there's some burn, the good kind of burn. And 2. And squeeze last time for 1. And squeeze. Check you haven't tilted. And as you lower, melt down, actively touch every vertebra into the ground, right down to your tailbone. Remove that cushion. You can place it underneath your head if you want that neck support. If you don't want it, place that cushion out your way. And let's scoop knees into your chest. Let your lower back melt into the floor. From here, we inhale as we tilt forward, find your neutral back. Breathe out, trigger ribs, belly, transverse as you pull your knees to chest. For those of you who do struggle with a really tight or sore lower back, Please let this be one of your daily exercises, even lying in bed. It's your body medicine fix. Always remembering movement heals. What we love with this is getting that blood flow over those lower back muscles, over that sacrum where the bum and the back meet. Breathe out, conditioning yourself to trigger TAs as you move. Inhale, release. And from here, let's open up our hips. Let's get them oiled up. Open feet and knees. Draw your circles around for 1. Continue to let that lower back tilt in and out of the floor. I want you to take your awareness further. Notice, is one hip feeling a little bit tighter than the other? Body awareness is key, guys, for injury prevention, for keeping yourself feeling your best self. Other way, let's go for 1. Getting those transfers triggering when your knees are moving away from the body so your spine is constantly supported. Good. Give me 1 more loop all the way. And from here, squeeze your knees and ankles together. Give me a pull into the body and a gentle rock side to side, a little back massage. Or shall I say an alternative back massage? Your pamper moment. Good. And from here, I want you to please place your front leg down. Your back leg finds dead bug or tabletop position. Now, be really strict with this. Often we want to droop that foot or you want to pull that knee back, but do you notice how that forces my back to move? I want you getting yourself strong that you find a 90-degree angle and ideally working in neutral spine. Keep that little gap between back and floor. Place your hands on those transverse muscles. They are the powerhouse in this exercise. Take a deep breath in. Feel those transverse relax. Now, as you exhale, don't start moving until you feel those transfers trigger, and we slowly lower that back foot. You can either touch the floor. If you want an advance, hover the toes just above that mat. Hold for inhale. Now, don't fling that leg up. Trigger those transfers and slowly lift that leg up without moving your back into the ground. Neutral spine is the priority for this one. Take a deep breath. Exhale, we trigger ribs, belly, transverse. So I'm trying to teach your body here to not use the thigh, to not use your lower back. We want to condition those transverse to be the powerhouse for this type of movement. And how we convert this into your normal daily life. When you are swinging your leg forward to walk, I'm hoping those transfers are going to naturally say, hello, I'm here, I'm working. And breathe out as we slowly lifting up. And the stronger and stronger you get, you'll notice your back not wanting to get involved, that thigh being able to stay relaxed, and those transfers dominating this exercise. Breathe out as you slowly lifting up for 1 more. Some of us hold a lot of tension in our neck and shoulders, so make sure they are not pulling forward, they are staying pinned back. And let's slowly come back to center. Check your foot, check your knee, and let's swap other side, backs in neutral. Let's go lifting up, check your placement. Take a deep breath and trigger as we lower down. Now you might notice one TA doesn't trigger at all. Use that awareness and keep working at getting it awake. Breathe out, let's power and lift, being strict, not letting that lower spine move. 4 more, deep breath. Exhale, trigger, thinking rib cage, belly button, transverse. The more and more we do this, I promise the more natural it becomes. And breathe out as we lifting up for 3, deep breath. And as you progress into the intermediate, mixed level and power classes, this breath is totally easy. You're not even thinking about it. It's natural. And breathe out as we lifting up for 1 more, deep breath. Exhale, thinking ribs, belly, TAs, checking your lower spine. Inhale. Breathe out as we slowly come back. Excellent. Drop your feet together. Open your knees for me. Interlace your hands as you glide your arms above your head and stretch through the abdominal, shoulders and hips. 2 breaths, relaxing your lower back and neck. 1 more deep breath. And let's continue to work those abs. Please join me in your seated position. I want you to have your knees bent. Now, if anyone's lower back's feeling a little bit tight, those hips don't enjoy this, place that cushion underneath your bum and prop yourself up. I want you to hold the back of your legs for me. Get yourself out of the habit. Often we just sink into the shoulders, say, not happening here, and lift out of the bodies. Try get strong in the seated position here. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to allow the back to curl. I want you to feel that belly button zip to your spine. Watch your chin doesn't tuck, your shoulders don't shrug, and stop the second that lower back's feeling at maximum. Take a deep breath in. Now, don't use your thighs. Don't use your lower back. It's all from here. And exhale, come back and lift up through your spine. This is that seating strength we want. Let's go again. Breathe out. The stronger and stronger you get, you'll notice yourself being able to go further, building up in that roll-up strength. If you feel you don't need the back support, let's have these hands in front. Up to you. Take a deep breath. Trigger from those lower abs. Give me a strong exhale through your mouth. And this is the important bit. Lift, lift, lift. Deep breath. Exhale. Please, if you are feeling your lower back, if the body's still absolute beginner to this, keep it a small move. It doesn't have to be big at all. Feel how strong that is. And let's lift up, growing tall. Stack those vertebrae. 2 more. Breathe out. I want you to check here that your thighs are not tight. Those hip flexors are relaxed. Let that core do its work. Watch your chin and shoulders. And slowly come back. Now, we're going to find your maximum. We're going to stay there, guys. Let's zip. Curl, and I want you to stay if you can for 10 counts. If it gets too much, come out of it. 9. Breathe in. 8. You might be here. Breathe in. 7. Keep checking chin, shoulder line. 6. Belly keep zipping. 5. Breathe for 4. Poke these. They should be rock hard. Giving me 2 more. Breathe for 1. Take a strong inhale. Trigger. And lifting your body up. Yes. Bring your feet together. Lift up out of the lower backs and into your forward stretch. Hello, hip flexors. Good. I always like reminding you that the tighter our hip flexors get from our sitting, our walking, our standing in the incorrect position will impact how your pelvis and how your back sits. So that is why it's so important. If you've done a walk, a run, or you've just been sitting for a long time, you want to stretch out your hip flexor line in front here, that you don't allow that tension to build up, because that can cause some lower back strain. All right, let's see. What are your calves and hamstrings looking like? Continuing with that core. Lengthening your legs in front of you. If your back feels a little bit vulnerable, soften the knees. Use your core here. We reach these hands forward. Take a deep breath. And on the exhale, I want you reaching forward, aiming to grab your toes. If you are there, grab them, pull them back, and sit into that stretch. Every session, feel yourself improving in this mobility. Sit those shoulders away from ears. Lengthen your neck. From here, show me that lift up in your spine, long bodies. We curl 1 vertebra down, hold. Go another vertebra, 2, watching shoulders, watching chin. If you can, go 1 more on 3. Check your thighs are relaxed. Applying that core we just used and lifting up. Try and go a little further. Imagine up behind you, gently pressing you down. Check shoulders and neck. Push through your heels here. Good. And show me that lift up, beautiful flat back. Tuck your pelvis under 1 vertebra, zip your belly. Curl down for 2. Go to your maximum on 3. Hold, make sure you don't use your back. Don't use your thighs. Let's go for 2 more. Aiming to eventually get our nose to smooch that mat. That's how mobile I want you guys. I'm dreaming big, guys. And let's lift up tall. Connect shoulders, center chin. Curl back for 1. Hold. Curl back for 2. One more and anchor it there. Yes, are we ready for our final one with a little bit of core oomph? Lifting up into your forward stretch. Melting down, checking your shoulders, checking your neck. Now we'll stay at your maximum, so please listen to your lower back. If it's getting sore, keep it small range. Breathe 2. If you can go to 3, go there. I want your palms facing downwards and we tap down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Breathe out 3. Show me that incredible placement of the chin, neck, shoulders. And up. Give me 3 more. And up. Breathe for 2. And up. Breathe for 1. And slowly lifting up and relax. Yes. Turning to face the front. If your back or hips are needing support, remember, sit on top of that cushion. Let's see that hip and back mobility. In that V, I want your toes and kneecaps facing up, and try get yourself in that habit of lifting on top of those sitting bones. Every time we come back to this exercise, I'm hoping it's getting easier and easier to do that. Lengthen your fingertips forward. Now from here, we're going to rotate towards our right. I want you to reach this hand towards your ankle without letting that opposite leg compensate. Resist on the outside of that leg and imagine I'm pulling this hand to the back and feel that deep stretch. Inhale back into that sitting position. Let's go other way. Rotate. Hook your hand. Resist against and lengthen your fingertips to the back. Good, and come back on each rep. Can you go a little bit further? Goal is to eventually grab the outside of your foot and pull. And what we are doing here, besides working those hips, those hamstrings, those inner thighs, we are placement setting of the shoulders, the neck, the shoulder blades, getting that posture perfect for the rest of your day. On this last rep, take note. I want you to see where that shoulder is, not letting it lift, pulling it down, how far back your head can go, how mobile that neck is feeling. Good, and center, other way. Breathe out as you rotate, reach, connect, and lengthen it back. Good, and open up these arms, glue those bums to the ground, and from here, I want a nice side reach. Up and over for 4 breaths. For 3, feel that stretch down the side of the body. 2, we're going to take this hand up and over. Keep your core strong, please. Reaching for your toes. Check that shoulders pulling away from ears and stretch. Feeling your leg and very importantly, feeling the side lower back. Our sitting tension that we're getting rid of. Excellent. So Pilates is all about strengthening, but very much about getting you flexible, getting you mobile. That is the balance we want and need to get feeling awesome. Good. Lengthening through that sideline. Watch that hip isn't lifting on the opposite side. Reaching up and over. Reaching for that foot. Check your shoulders don't cheat. The chin doesn't pop forward. And pull. Good. Noticing if one side is a lot tighter than the other. Now bring it back to center. Check those legs haven't collapsed. If they have, return to that perfect placement. Imagine I'm behind you and I'm gently pressing you forward on that lower back. Don't worry, I wouldn't be hardcore and shove you. Just very gentle. And I want you to take note, where is the restriction coming from? Some of us get restricted because our hips are so tight. It might be because of your lower back. So take note where it is from and know that is your area you want to feel yourself improving. I'm hoping you're feeling calves, hamstrings, and inner thighs. Brilliant. Slowly rolling this up. Excellent. Let's stretch out our hips. Pull your one foot in. Take that other leg as we place it in front. Lift up tall out of those lower spines. And again, imagine I'm gently pressing you forward and feel that stretch in that bum and that hip for 3. Breathe. 2. Exhale, 1, slowly coming back, and other side. Placing that foot in front, lift up tall, and let's go, walking forward, and hold for 3. Breathe for 2. Breathe for 1, lovely, and please join me on your hands and knees, and let's do our alignment check. If you are needing that knee support, grab that cushion, place it underneath you. Remember, we want to condition pubic bone to tilt, connect those TAs. Draw your shoulders away from ears. From here, I want you to glide that one arm out to the side. Check your neck is long. We're not popping that head forward. Shoulder blades are connected. From there, I want you to slide your opposite leg behind you. For those of you who want that very gentle or beginner option, toes stay on the ground. If you can, lift your legs, stopping in line with you, and we hold for 10 counts. Checking your neck placement, your head and shoulders. You want to make sure your standing elbow is not locked, it is soft. You want to make sure your body weight is in the middle, not over the wrist or in the hip. You want to check your pelvis is centered, that back is flat, no arching and no tilting. Inhaling through nose, exhale through mouth. And we are conditioning the belly and the bum to work at the same time, maintaining center. Another 3, another 2, yes, and 1, excellent. You can stay facing the same side. I'm just going to swivel so you can see my front arm. Let's go, opposite hand to the side. Your choice to keep opposite toes on the ground, or if you want to challenge yourself, leg up. And be strict with your placement. Our checkpoints, check your chin, your neck, your shoulders. Make sure shoulders not shrugging up. You want to keep that tilt up pubic bone to belly so your hips are centered. Check your lower back is not collapsing and arching. Check your body weight is in the middle. It is a full body activation. And if you are getting this right, guys, you know you have aligned and centered that body. Yes, you can leave here feeling completely aligned. Amazing. Another 2. Another 1, brilliant. Into our stretch, toes together, knees apart. Anchor the bum down. I'm hoping you can sit down even more than we did in our warm-up. And reach these hands forward for 3. Lengthen through your fingertips. 2, 1. Slowly rolling your body up. And please join me in your standing position. Let's get these feet at distance, soft knees, tailbones tuck, neutral spine. Light hand onto your ear as you drop your head to the side. You can add a flex of the hand or hand behind you to make it a neural stretch. And just check your jaw muscles are relaxed. The body is core activated just by standing correctly. Good, other way. Let's flex Haru. This is Ruru. And hand behind you. Good. Whichever option your neck prefers. And our last one, tucking chin into chest and stretch out that neck. And let's see how our spine's moving. I'm always hoping when we come back into our last spinal rolls, you feel looser, your hands can go further. That back is feeling like freedom. Good, take a nice strong breath in here. And let's set the spine beautifully. Visualize your vertebra stacking on top of each other. Feel how your shoulder blades connect. Lift your head to center. And let's take our 2 breaths, bringing in this new awesome energy into the body. And a nice strong exhale, connect into core. 1 more, take a beautiful deep breath in. And strong exhale. And relax. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining all of us and the fur babies for today's gentle class. And if you have any feedback, please send it to us, guys. We want to keep making this the best possible product for all of you so we can keep you happy, keep you safe, and keep you strong. Mwah! Have a good one, guys. Thank you.